Sonny Shock is here with Dan from The Devil Wears Prada. How are you?
I'm doing great today.
So we are freezing at the back at the Electric Ballroom in London, waiting for a show,
Yep.
which is your second this year in England, is it? I mean, in London.
Yeah, actually, we just played down the road last time at the Underworld, I think it's called.
Yep, just
Yeah.
around the corner.
Really cool venue.
Have you ever been to the Electric Ballroom?
No, but definitely excited to be here.
How has it been touring with Veil of Maya and August Burns Red so far?
So far, amazing. I actually, anytime you go overseas, it's kind of rough because you're leaving your friends and all communication because it's really expensive to have your phone on here. So I kind of didn't have very high expectations, but been getting along with everybody really well, and it's been a good time. So kind of makes up for not being home.
Do you keep in touch by Skype and all that modern technology we got these days?
Yeah. As long as there's Wi-Fi, which is surprisingly hard to find sometimes.
What would you say is the biggest difference between our audiences and the US audience?
I think that I think people like different songs. That's the main difference. When we're in the States, sometimes there's like bigger reactions to certain songs, and then we come over here playing those same songs, expecting the same reaction, and people over here like different songs that we play and request us to play other songs. So sometimes we have to change it up a bit.
So what's one song that particularly works in the States and not in here?
The whole our newest record, Dead Throne, I would say, as opposed to playing songs off like Zombie EP over here, are really popular. So maybe like we play Dead Throne in the States, and it's usually pretty crazy, people climbing on top of people and such. But over here, it's kind of a little bit more tame. Maybe people don't know it yet. So
Yeah, what's the best one in here?
Des Moines gets a really good reaction here, which is kind of crazy because in the States sometimes we play Des Moines and sometimes we take it out because it doesn't have the reaction we need at that point in the show or whatever. But yeah, it does really well over here. People sing along.
Why do you think Back to That Throne? It's been out for a while now, so why do you think it's still not that well received in Europe compared to other of your work?
Dead Throne, I think it's just maybe hasn't been out as long, but as the other songs. But in general, I think Dead Throne definitely got a better reaction than our older CDs as far as like record sales and such.
Okay, so when can we expect to follow up to that?
We're writing a new CD right now. Actually, we have I think 6 songs done or so.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna finish that up this year, and hopefully beginning of next year be recording that.
And any idea how that's going to be? What can we expect? What kind of sound?
I think it'll be along the same lines as, the Zombie EP and Dead Throne kind of had similar sounds, so I think it'll be a little bit like that, kind of maybe a little bit darker, but overall definitely the same vibe as Dead Throne.
Do you still get with the next being not your first or second album anymore? Do you still get the sort of anxiety how it's gonna be received, if it's going to be a good one, if you run out of ideas?
Definitely. Well, not necessarily running out of ideas, but I definitely get anxiety about wondering if people are going to like it as much as I do. Which so far everybody has. Every time we write a CD, we write it as a band because we like it, and we like the way it comes out and the way it sounds when it's done. So the fact that other people enjoy it as well is amazing.
Okay, so far, what's your personal favorite Devil Wears Prada song?
Personal favorite. I like playing Untitled a lot from the new CD.
That's your favorite one in general, or your favorite one live?
Favorite one live. Favorite song in general? Maybe Mammoth. I don't know. I have a couple. To be honest, I love the entire Dead Throne CD, so any of those songs are fun to play live.
Would you say is your best so far?
Definitely the Dead Throne CD. Actually, Born to Lose is another one of my top ones.
How do you feel now listening to your first record?
Kind of embarrassed. Yeah, I don't know. I just think our band's grown a lot, so it's kind of hard to listen to the way we used to write music because it's definitely a lot different than it is now.
Okay. What would be the ultimate tour for you?
Ultimate tour. The last tour we did was pretty ultimate. That was Slayer and Slipknot, which was pretty crazy. I don't know, maybe tour with Iron Maiden would be pretty awesome. I would love to do that. I don't know. Killswitch, Iron Maiden, As I Lay Dying, any of those bands.
That sounds pretty good. And what would be the ultimate guest on stage with you?
Ooh. That,
singing one of your songs.
I would love to bring out a band that's not together anymore called Beloved. They were one of my favorite bands. I wish they'd get back together.
Okay, if you're listening.
Hey, yeah.
There you go. And what was the weirdest tour moment so far?
Weirdest tour moment. I don't know. We haven't had anything crazy yet. We'll see what happens when we get to Germany. I have a feeling when there's maybe not Germany, but somewhere where there's less English being spoken, I'm sure there will be some weird stories to tell.
Now, that SpongeBob cover. If you decided to do another film or TV-based cover, what would it be and why?
We would probably do, I don't know, maybe like the James Bond theme or something. I don't know.
How has it been a Christian band in 2012 and in this environment?
It's just I don't think there's any pressure or any negative problems because of it or anything. I think it just is what it is. We just speak about what we feel and what we want to talk about, and write the music that we want to write, and don't let anything affect that.
What about bands that may be on the bill with you? Does the ideology affect you?
No, not at all. We're friends with a lot of bands that don't necessarily have the same views, such as Whitechapel and any of many metal bands that don't believe the same thing as us, but it doesn't affect us, and to each their own.
Okay, so this is gonna be my first time tonight seeing you guys on stage.
Awesome.
What can I expect?
You can expect lots of sweaty dudes.
Okay, I'm gonna be in the front taking pictures.
Good luck. Wear a trash bag. It might get sweat.
Okay, any final message for your fans?
Thanks for coming out to the shows, as always. Keep supporting us if you can.
Thank you.
Yeah.